Mammoth is definitely one of my favorite places I've ever been to. It's really become like kind of my vacation every year. I just love being up there. The riding is awesome. We've been going up there for every year for the last 7 or 8 years for a week or two. And I just go up there to kind of just get away from the grind down here in SoCal and be able to just change the scenery up. It's just always been a place that I've loved, and I've, pretty much gone back every single year. It's like a breath of fresh air, being able to go up there and just kind of change up the vibe for a couple of weeks and just have a great time. And I'm usually a little bit looser up there. I try to schedule it at a time in the year when I don't need to be like super regimented. Yeah, Mammoth was kind of the transition of the summer from sort of a fun off season to pre-season. The drive up the 395 is crazy. It really, when you leave my house here in SoCal, you end up going up through San Bernardino, like up through the cities and stuff, and then once you kind of get up into Apple Valley, up the hill, you're just in the high desert for the next 3 or 4 hours probably, on a 2-lane road. You go through a couple small little mining towns kind of before you get to Mammoth, and besides that, there's really not much for a long time. I really enjoy that type of scenery, and it's just kind of crazy to see the scenery change from SoCal to when you get up into Mammoth. You're just seeing the mountains in the distance start to get closer, and then as you get in the mountains just keep getting bigger and bigger, and the scenery goes from full-on desert to full-on mountains with trees and lakes and waterfalls and all that as you're driving up the last big hill up into Mammoth. I think riding Mammoth definitely can make you a better rider. It makes you really have to pay attention to your riding technique because there's no traction between your technique and just how your eyes read the terrain. It's definitely challenging. Even for me, it takes a couple days to kind of adjust to riding there when we get there. But it definitely, it makes you pay attention to a lot of things you would normally not really think about when you're just riding down a trail with perfect traction. Mammoth, the dirt there it's crazy. The pumice, as they call it, is different than anywhere else you will find in the world. There's no other dirt that is like what you have there. I guess to try to explain it, it'd be like if you were snowboarding or skiing on a mountain bike, like a powder day. You're just riding down the side of the mountain and just kind of carving turns in this really deep sand. Kamikaze, it was before my time, but from what I've seen, just this crazy race. I think most of the time they would race it like eliminator style, so it was 2 riders at a time. You just start up side by side, and you basically start at the very top of the mountain, and you race the service road all the way down to the parking lot at the bottom of the mountain, and it's just on the side of the hill the whole way down. It's super fast, really wide open, and those dudes would just line up kind of head to head with full skin suits, and every old school mountain bike legend pretty much raced that race, so it's definitely got a lot of history. This is a very unique, cool thing that they let you ride down, and there's not a lot of places in the world, I don't think, where you can find something quite like that.